Yeah, pause YouTube. 6 Hacks here. Happy guys. Today the team building video for week 5 of the TBU, where we are facing the Wolverhampton Weaviles, otherwise coached by my boy, my buddy, my pal Jack, aka JustWeavile. His channel link and stuff will be down in the description. Me and him actually have something that we're planning to do together, so hint hint, wink wink there on that one. So of course, if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to hammer that like button down below, guys. Let me know what you think about our matchup going into tomorrow's battle. I would really like to see what you guys are thinking. Let me know what you think about the squad. Comment down below, guys. I'm really interested to hear what your feedback is, and of course, leave a like. I think I said that. I don't know. I'm pretty excited because I'm nervous to battle Jack because we took our first loss week 4, unfortunately. But since then, we've made 2 trades, completely getting rid of our ground weakness, which was really shown in week 4. And honestly, I should have kept Shaman over Seismitoad, and I think I could have won the battle. But hey, that's Pokemon. Just, yeah, things happen. And I think right now we're currently number 2 in our division and number 4 overall. So hopefully we can pull out a win against Jack. So yeah, as you can see from his squad, he has a Mega Charizard Y, and as you can see from my squad, I have literally no switch-ins. That of course is terrifying, so have to watch out for that. This is more or less what I think he's gonna bring right here. Hold on. Zard Y, Tentacruel, Cresselia, Bulu, Umbreon, and Zydoge. I'm guessing this is probably like worst case scenario. Umbreon, Bulu, Cresselia, Tentacruel, Zard Y, and Tentacruel and Zydoge, but you get what I'm trying to say. Also, the Pokemon that have dots next to them are the 3 Pokemon that are currently benched by both of us. So those are 3 Pokemon that each other don't have to prepare for, and that we can't bring. So yeah, but I don't expect them to bring Primarina just because we do have a Registeel. So I'm not really too concerned about him bringing that, but if he does bring Primarina, I don't know what he would have it over. I guess maybe Bulu, potentially. He could also bring Scizor over something else instead of Tentacruel, because we acquired Mismagius, which can safely switch into Tentacruel if we brought a defensive set to stop him from spinning rocks away. So yeah, we'll see how things go. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at what we brought. So the first Pokemon we brought is Juliet, the Jolteon, running a pretty funky EV spread. Now the main idea of Juliet in this matchup is to get rid of Zydoge, which with the special attack EVs we have, we can outspeed it with the speed EVs, and we can OHKO it with the special attack EVs, unless he's running a Yache Berry, which is going to really suck, but hopefully I'll be able to scout out from that, and judging from the damage that he does to my walls that I have to switch into it. So we can knock it out with HP Ice potentially. We chew 1 E-speed. It only does 47 to 56%. So after leftovers, we have a chance to live it. The reason why we have Quick Feet is in case we get toxic or burned by the Tentacruel. For example, he could bring T-Spikes, which would really suck. Although I think we do have Garbodor and Hitmonchan, so he may not bring them, but you never know. If we don't have Garbodor, then I know we at least have Hitmonchan. So yeah, there's that. That's really it. Also, we can switch into Psyshocks from Cresselia, and we can switch into Foul Plays from Umbreon. Originally, Heal Ball was toxic, but we have enough toxic users originally. So the team was originally 4 toxic users, but I managed to whittle it down to 2. So that's really good because it just allows us to do a lot more with Jolteon. Heal Bell is just going to be really nice if I do want to get rid of like a burn or a toxic on Necrozma, a potential burn or toxic on Lando, or even Pyukumuku or Mismagius. I know it's a little counterproductive to have Quick Feet and have Heal Bell, but we really don't need Volt Absorb because he doesn't have anything that has electric moves, and he should not be bringing any electric moves anyways. So yeah, moving on down the line, we have good old... Actually, hold on, sorry. The good thing about the special attack EVs too is that we completely 2 KO not... Okay, so if for some reason he brings Max Spadef max HP Calm Nature Tentacruel, I'm gonna call him a god because that's the only set that doesn't get 2 KO'd by Jolteon with this EV spread for Tentacruel. For Charizard Y, if he's not running any HP EVs, we do 50... Hold on. No. We do 74 to 87%, I think, to Charizard. And then if he is running max HP, we still do 60 to 70%, which is still more than enough damage if everything goes according to plan, and the plan will unravel as I reveal the team. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Volt Switch does 56 to 67 to Zard Y, and depending on how much HP Tentacruel is at, we can knock it out with Volt Switch. But he's got to be at around like maybe 30, like lowish 40% range. So yeah, of course you guys saw we have Deggle the Necrozma, which was in the original plan, then got taken out for Registeel, but then Registeel got taken out for Necrozma, funny enough, because in this matchup Necrozma isn't going to be sweeping just because of the core of Umbreon and Cresselia, plus he does have a Tapu Bulu. He also has Tentacruel, which could be kind of annoying with Haze, a Scizor even with those powerful bullet punches. So yeah, that's gonna kind of suck. Actually, yeah, that's another reason why we have leftovers and defense and HP EVs on Jolteon, so we can take bullet punches if for some reason he brings banded Scizor. But Necrozma makes a really good defensive Pivotmon in this matchup. So the idea is to Toxic Cresselia and Umbreon, hopefully. And that way we are able to beat them a lot easier. Actually, I need to fix this because we shouldn't have... Well, no, because it depends. It depends what EV spread he runs on Cresselia. I really don't think he's going to run Timid Max Speed, Max HP Cresselia, because Cresselia is really his only thing to stop Landorus if we decide to bring it. Actually, yeah, we traded Mimikyu and Seismitoad for Mismagius and Landorus T, if you guys missed the video. But I'm expecting him to bring non-speed EV'd Cresselia with Ice Beam at least. So with this speed EVs, we can outspeed minimal speed EV'd Cresselia if he is running like at least 16 speed EVs. So that way we can Toxic it before he potentially sets up a substitute. Sub-Calm Mind Cresselia is literally the only reason that we didn't bring Registeel, because Registeel just lets Sub-Calm Mind Cresselia set up the +6 and sweep us. So Necrozma luckily stops that, which is really good. And unfortunately, we couldn't fit both on the team. So yeah, that really sucks. And with us not having Registeel, that means Primarina is a huge threat because we literally have no switch-ins. Necrozma, I think, can live one. And then from there, we can maybe Moonlight if we outspeed, or Psyshock. Psyshock 2 KOs any variant of Tentacruel, which is really nice. Dark Pulse does at least 26% to Cresselia, so we break a sub if he has a sub without a boost up, if he does have sub Calm Mind Cresselia. And yeah, but the main idea is to Toxic Cresselia and Toxic Umbreon, so we can work from there. Next off, we have Evergreen the Shaman running a nice defensive set, enough speed to outspeed Adamant Choice Banded Bulu, which we do chew 2 Adamant Choice Banded Woodhammers if I'm not mistaken, and after Leftovers and Grassy Terrain, we're then able to outspeed him in either Seed Flare or Synthesis. Shaman is the second Toxic Mon on this team because it's here to mainly Toxic Umbreon if we can't Toxic it with Necrozma, because Jolteon can then Heal Bell away the Toxic on Necrozma. So if we can Toxic Shaman with Umbreon, that's going to be really good. If he doesn't have Heal Bell on Umbreon, that's going to be absolutely amazing. I don't think he's going to have Heal Bell. I can see him having Taunt because we do have Pyukumuku. So Toxicing Umbreon is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Leech Seed is really good in this matchup just because we can Leech Seed everything that is not Tapu Bulu, which we switch into Tapu Bulu anyways. We take any hits from Tapu Bulu. If he's Scarf, that's actually better for us. Yes, this does invite him to bring in Charizard, but at that point we can maybe Toxic him on the potential switch in, or we can Leech Seed him. We can also Leech Seed Scizor, which is really nice. This also kind of gives us a pseudo switch in to Primarina because we can switch it in and then force it out, hopefully. So we'll see how things go. Liquid Ooze Tentacruel does kind of suck, but I'm hoping that it doesn't have it. So, well, actually no, he should bring Liquid Ooze if he has it. But either way, we're still going to get that chip damage on Tentacruel. So that's, I guess, all that really matters. But yeah, this is just a really nice pivot mon as well for this matchup. Like, minus Zard Y, which I'm honestly not even concerned about. Like, everything is good. Next off, we have making his debut, my boy, my mans, my homie, Wonder of the Wind, Sykes 87, 84, is it 86? I don't know. Lantonio, Mr. Landersterian. For those of you who saw my VPL battles, you will see that I got a Landersterian when I didn't want it, but it turned out to be pretty awesome. So yeah, this is one of our trades that we did last week, which is really cool. Now, we are rocking a nice defensive set with Stealth Rocks. Of course, Stealth Rocks are the most important move in the game. Plus, he's got a damn Charizard Y. Why would I not bring Stealth Rocks? I don't care if you have Defog Scizor. I have HP Fire, which 3 KOs any variant of non-Aqua Berried Scizor. So as long as he doesn't have Aqua Berry, even if he's max HP, max Spadef, I 3 KO him, which is really nice. Earthquake does about 70 to 80% to Zydoge, I think. This is probably the best switch-in that I have for Choice Banded Zydoge, so I gotta watch out for that. But U-Turn is really nice for gaining momentum and just being able to get off chip damage on Umbreon and Cresselia. Outside of really Scizor, Primarina, Umbreon, and Tentacruel and Zygarde, I don't really have use for Earthquake, which I guess if he does get grassy terrain up, that's going to really suck. So there was debate of switching Earthquake, but I mean, we can't really knock off on anything because I mean, he should have Ice Beam on Cresselia anyways. So obviously I don't want to stay in on that. I want to U-turn out against that. So yeah, like I said, Landorus is going to be pretty nice in this matchup for being able to switch in the Zydoge and stop it if he doesn't have HP Ice in his Life Orb. And then it can gain momentum and hopefully get up Stealth Rocks. Next off, we have our second new Mon that we traded for, which is Mismagius. Now, Mismagius plays a really cool role in this matchup. This is basically gonna be our way of either breaking Cresselia or breaking Umbreon, because the general idea is to hopefully U-turn or Volt Switch against the Umbreon, or not the Umbreon, but U-turn or Volt Switch against the switching in Cresselia, and U-turn or Volt Switch into Mismagius to then substitute against Cresselia on a possible Thunder Wave or on a possible switch into Umbreon. And then when Umbreon switches in, or if he stays in with Cresselia, we just nasty plot the following turn. At +2, Shadow Ball does 83 to 99% to max HP Cresselia, and a Twinkle Tackle at +2 to max Spadef, max HP Umbreon does 94 to 110%. So Mismagius isn't really here to be a spin blocker. Like, it gives Jack the idea of like, oh hey, he could switch into Mismagius here, predicting me to spin. So that's going to be pretty nice, but Mismagius is literally only here to stop Umbreon or Cresselia, or best case scenario, stop both and then sweep late game, because this outspeeds everything that is not Zygarde. And if he has Scizor and we're behind a substitute at +2, then we're going to get off a huge amount of damage or possibly knock him out. So that's really, really good. I'm hoping that Mismagius does a lot of work in this game. And moving on to the final team member this week, it is Pyukumuku, the Don, the God, the man, the myth, the Mon, the legend himself. Square up, boys, because Pyukumuku is here. Now, this is why I am not worried about Charizard Y. So, the only downsides to this idea is he has to have Stealth Rocks, which he could very well not have Rocks, actually, because he may not bring Smeargle. If he brings Smeargle, I'm in theory up 6-5 already, so I'm not worried about that. But the second thing about this is that unless I change up the EV spread to where we're completely O-code by Solar Beam if he is timid, then he could potentially 2-hit KO us with Fire Blast. So actually, now that I think about it, this EV, the IVs and the nature are probably subject to change, but I will mention them if they are. But the idea behind the Pyukumuku set is to switch in and either get O-code by Solar Beam. But actually, once you really think about it, look at my team. Why would he ever click Solar Beam? Even if he predicts Pyukumuku, he should not want to knock me out, because then at that point, innards out, knock out Charizard Y, right? So he should want to Fire Blast every single time instead of wanting to Solar Beam. At least that's my thought process. So the idea is to at least get off half of my HP damage to Charizard Y. So if I'm able to get up Stealth Rocks after innards out damage, we either knock him out or put him in too low of HP range to where he can really do anything. So that's going to be really good for us, and that's how we mainly deal with Charizard Y. If he does Fire Blast and he doesn't want to Solar Beam me, that's where Protect comes in handy, because after Protect we can live another Fire Blast and then go for the Recover and either force him to Solar Beam or force him to waste his Sun turns, in which case we can then slow Baton Pass out or just keep recovering and stalling him out of moves. I did originally have Toxic over Protect, but I decided to change that up. Actually, I forgot to mention this. Huge shout out to my boy Harris. That's awesome for mainly helping me out with this squad for this week. So yeah, anyways, Pyukumuku is literally here to take down Charizard Y in theory. So depending on how things go, as long as he doesn't Solar Beam, basically, we should be good to go. Like, we should be a-okay. And if he doesn't bring Stealth Rocks, then that's going to be absolutely amazing, because you definitely know I'm going to get up my Stealth Rocks. So again, this is what I more or less think he's going to bring. Zard Y 100%, Tentacruel for Rocks, Cresselia and Umbreon just because they're really fat, Zydoge and Bulu just because they're a pretty good pair, or he could have Primarina over Bulu, or maybe have Primarina over Zydoge, but I really don't expect them to bring Primarina. I guess he could have Smeargle over Bulu or Zydoge in theory. Well, I guess he should have Smeargle over Bulu or Primarina, I guess, in that scenario. But yeah, more or less, it's these 6 Mons. And of course, we have Square Up, the Pyukumuku making his debut, Maria the Mismagius making her debut, Lantonia the Landers making his debut, and then we have Evergreen the Shaman, Thego the Necrozma, and Juliet the Jolteon. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about our matchup. Let me know what you think about our squad. And with all that being said, guys, I will see you tomorrow with the Week 5 match. So thank you all for watching, guys. Later, everybody.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in the knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion, but when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears, or hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.